If you came to party, if you came to party, if you came to get down tonight, get down tonight. We going live tonight, live from the Next Sound Studio. Trying to party and celebrate life. Tune in the Next Sound Studio tonight. It's live at 8 with the hottest in the state. So tell a friend you wanna take them out of space so they can unplug to a new level with different artists who take it to a new level. And you never know what you're gonna get. You might get gospel, you might get rap, you might get R&B with the boom bap. You might get a band or you might wanna dance bachata. I just know every week's gonna be a shocker. And it's a party for the world, for little boys, little girls.
And welcome back to Live from NextSoundStudio. Come on, y'all, let me hear it. If this is your first time tuning in, I am your host, Nequasia. And each week we are connecting independent music artists with their fans through their lyrics. This week, we are very excited to be featuring David Sosa. He is a New York-based singer-songwriter. At a young age, David was introduced to musical stylings such as opera, jazz standards, and Broadway that allow for him to build an eclectic taste in multi-genre performances. David's album, Journey to Love, was released in 2019 with a debut on iTunes' Top 100 R&B albums at number 3. I am so eager to see what he brought to the stage here, live at NextSoundStudio. But first, here he is with our director to talk about some of the songs that he chose to perform on the show. Let's check him out.
Hello, welcome. I'm Wilby Walker, your director. I'm sitting with the great David Sosa. He's here to talk to us about his new album, Journey to Love, and performing here live at NextSoundStudio. So being as Journey to Love is your first project, I know you were in kind of maybe a different place than where you are now, but let's just talk a little bit about where you were mentally when you were beginning to piece that project together.
Yeah. Depressed, lots of depression. That's why I jokingly called it my Adele album. It's the heartbreak, it's the healing, it's all that. To be candid, I had a background where I just always felt othered. I felt very ugly. I felt, I was the fat boy. I was like whatever. So I think life was telling me a story that I was, accepting about myself. And then the first person that came along that showed me attention and whatever looked like love, I was just like, that's it, this is it, I got it. And that wasn't it, and I didn't have it. And so obviously things tanked and I needed to write about that process. I thought that journey to love, the lesson was in that journey,
Let's talk about some of the performances that you did live at NextSoundStudio. One of them is Falling to Pieces.
It's less about breaking up per se with someone and being heartbroken, more so than understanding the unit that you were together and now you're not that anymore. And a lot of times I think when people get in relationships, they almost become sometimes like a weird codependent, become such a unit, they're like joined at the hip and they forget about their individualism. And I think that's what happened. And so I was so used to saying we and us, and now I found myself having to say I. And so that was the falling to pieces. It was this notion of deconstruction and now reconstruction of myself as an individual again. Who I lost in that relationship, who I was being was not me. So I was rebuilding myself back up again. And it was a moment of, in the pain, as throughout a lot of the album in little places, if you listen for it, there was always hope. There was always something present that was letting me know things are okay, things can be better. You have this, you got this. And so I took time sometimes through those processes to listen to that voice and be like, I can get through this, I got this, and I'm learning a lesson from this. This is not a bad thing per se. Something good can come of this still, you know? So I needed it to be very poignant, not just for myself, but for anyone who's gonna listen, to understand whatever you go through, you may be broken down, but you could always pick yourself and rebuild yourself back up. And that's the reality of it all.
Here he is performing Falling to Pieces, live from NextSoundStudio, David Sosa.
My heart's broken to pieces, shadow remnants to fall, drizzling down just like raindrops. I don't feel nothing at all. Can't see through the haze of my emotions, clouds obscure my view. So no matter how hard I try, no clear vision of you. It's like I'm falling to pieces. 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 Oh, how my cries they echo off these lonely bare walls. I do my best to pick myself up, though I seem to just stumble and fall. Oh, I go through the motions very well, a performance profound. See, no matter how high I fly, I find myself right back on the ground. It's like I'm falling to pieces. 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 So I sit by myself, contemplate, and I just pray that the root of the hurt that you caused would go away. Every dream, fantasy featured you somewhere in my life. So the thought of no more you and I cuts like a knife. My heart is falling. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm broken. No. I'm broken. Oh, yeah. Every night when I come home, I face the fact that I'm alone. So much I dealt with us and we, but now there's only me. Oh, you broke me down. I'm strong and I know I'll come back around. I'm still hurting right now. Oh, I'm grateful to you and all that you put me through. All that you put me through. Yes, gives me time to realize myself and work on my healing, my healing, my healing, my healing, my healing.
What a voice, David! I can't wait to hear more from him soon. Also, if you would like to be a part of the movement, send your music links to NextSoundStudio NYC at gmail.com or DM NextSoundStudio on Instagram and hit that follow button. Do not forget to hit the follow button and subscribe.
And as always, another song that you tore down the house with was Let Me Know. On the album, you have two versions of the song, so let's just talk about the two versions that you have on the album and why you chose to put two versions on the album.
So I originally did it with the rapper Literal, who is an amazing artist, and he did two versions of the song, and I was like, I like them both, and I can't pick between the two. So I'm like, we're gonna release one as a single, which is why that one's its own thing, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put the other one on the album and my version, which was sans the rap, on there as well. Yeah, the song was actually written relatively within the last 2 years. I was dating somebody and we just had such an amazing chemistry, and I was just like, this is great. And then I was just like, now what? Like, let me know what's up. Like, is it gonna be something? Is this not? Are we friends with benefits? Are we? And I had all those feelings kind of come up, but I also was very afraid to articulate those feelings too. And so
Well, you didn't seem afraid when you wrote
Oh,
it.
the writer!
Were you singing?
The writer could ask questions, but in person, I was like, oh, no, you know? So, yeah, like, I figured that was the best way for me to express it, and I actually played that song, and it was kind of like, you know, and it totally read through. So they were like, oh, do we have to have a conversation?
I'm sure you knew at the end of that conversation, at the end of the playing of that song,
but
what it was going to be. Here he is performing Let Me Know live, NextSoundStudio, David Sosa.
Let me know how you feeling. From the beginning, when we first met, I knew you were someone I never forget. Someone special, I had to know. Words can't explain your incomparable. The way you kiss me and pull me close. The way you look back at me when you take off your clothes. You got me wildin', I'm an animal. Love how you taste and I revel in your smell. I can't think of no one else I want. I just can't control myself. I want you. I got my eyes on you. So what you wanna do? Don't keep me waiting long, cause I'm trying to love up on you. Anything you want, anything you need, I'm here to please you and fulfill your fantasy. Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're down, just call me up and I will always be around. Cause I don't want nobody else, and I just want you to myself. If you ain't feeling me, then let me go. If you ain't ready, baby, let me know. I can't stop thinking about you. You stay on my mind. Sure, there's people interested, but you have my time. Then there's that smile, it arrested me. I love we sit, laugh, enjoy each other's company. You can't fake the funk, it feels too real, which is why I need to know what's the deal. See, I'm invested, you can say I'm sprung. I'm trying to pace myself, but I think you're the one. I just need some clarity. Where do you see yourself with me? Not being pushy, I'm just being upfront. I wanted more from us than having some fun. Anything you want, anything you need, I'm here to please you and fulfill my fantasy. Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're down, just call me up and I will always be around. Cause I don't want nobody else, and I just want you to myself. If you ain't feeling me, then let me know. If you ain't ready, baby, let me go. You gotta let me know. Let me know. Anything you want. Anything you want. And fulfill your fantasy. Just call me up and I'll always be around. Just want you to myself. If you ain't feeling me, then let me know. If you ain't ready, baby, let me go. Let me know how you feeling.
I know that's right, boy. You better sing with emotion. That's what we talking about. Come on, somebody. Give him a round of applause. I love that, David. We still have one more song from him, but before we let David Sosa take us out with his song, Goodbye, let's listen to the thought process and mind frame he was in when writing it. Let's take it to the director once more to hear the story. And as always, be sure to check out NextSoundStudio NYC on YouTube for more exclusive footage from the artists that you see here. It's been my pleasure, and I look forward to you telling someone to tell someone to tell somebody else to meet us here when? Next week. If you have been enjoying his performances tonight, be sure to check out his full album, Journey to Love, available on all music streaming platforms.
Sad to say, it's over now, yeah. And it's such a shame, it's not what it could be. Oh, we tried and we tried, built brick by brick. It all came down, and yet we both try to stick to our guns. We stayed in a race without nowhere to run. See, sometimes things they come to an end. Sometimes things they come to an end. And sometimes you try to get it right. You try and get it right. And sometimes you can't believe your eyes. Oh, 'cause everything you've done, it took so long. You're giving all your time, your energy, money, and it's all gone. You turned your head 1 minute, and a few years have passed. You're giving all you have, there's just no more. Why you try to make it last? They come to an end. Sometimes they come to an end. Don't say where you don't belong. Sometimes you gotta just move gotta make a space of your own.
Don't forget to keep loving yourself.
Love somebody else, but not in spite of you.
Don't fight the current, go with the flow.
So I surrender and I let go. When there's not much more to say, and you just gotta walk away. When there's not so much to do, but do what's best for you. There's no way we can make up, nothing that can make us fix this thing. We're not inseparable. Sometimes things they come to an end. You let it go, let it go, let it go.
If you came to party, if you came to party, if you came to get down tonight, we going live tonight, live from the NextSoundStudio.